States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Yes, excuse.
Darren Howell.
You.
John Miller. Teresa Stratton.
Here.
Randy Thorpe.
Here.
Danny Barco. Here. Mayor Chip Norella.
Here.
Attorney Chris Farrell.
Here.
Michelle Dubowski. Here. Heather Hess.
And a building permit retainer, $75 each.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills with the one addition.
How much did you say it was?
It was for $135, but it's $75 for the retainer and the building permit retainer, but we get a volume discount too. So-
Did they tell you what it's for?
Yes, one is JCL Micro Enterprises on Roosevelt Highway, the other one is Synergy Real Estate Holdings, also on Roosevelt Highway.
So is it 150 or 135?
It's $135, but it's $75, and then there's a $750 volume discount, 10%, and same thing with the other one.
Okay.
So this was cottage hose.
That's an in and out.
Okay.
Well, that's the Life Pack grant.
Oh, okay.
Motion was made by Randy, seconded by John.
No, I don't think it was seconded yet.
Oh.
Sorry.
Things up. You were one with
I'll
I
second.
didn't second it. Don seconds it, he says.
Going once, going twice. Seconded by Don. All in favor? Aye. Nays? Abstentions? Motion passes. Bill, police report. Hi, Fred.
How are you?
Great, yourself?
We're alive.
Yeah. Right.
October police report, let's see, assisted other agencies, 2, welfare checks, we had 1, public assist for motorists, 1, resident checks, we had 1, 12 investigations ongoing, and 31 calls for the month. A little bit short this month, but that's all right.
Any questions for the chief?
And thanks to all the veterans.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief. Mayor?
All I want to say is Happy Veterans Day, and any veteran that's in here, thank you for your service, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Yes, thank you.
One more thing to the chief, we have to notify the residents on this street about parking for the winter, right?
Yeah, yeah, started.
Thank you.
Yep, thanks, yeah.
We'll do the motion for correspondence. Okay, Chris. Do you want me to pass this?
Just got it.
Oh. Zoning officer,
Skip that.
did he give you anything? That too? Fire company report?
Got it. 14 calls for the month of October. On the 4th, there was a structure fire in South Canaan Township. 2 MVAs on the 5th. The 7th, an automatic fire alarm at Camp Freedom. The 10th, an MVA. The 11th, they had a lift assist. The 16th, an MVA, also fire police. The 20th, tree down and a medical assist. The 23rd, a medical assist. The 27th was a standby at Lake Ariel. 29th, automatic alarm in Waymart Borough at Wayne Woodlands. The 30th, they had a tree down in Canaan Township. And November 22nd is the turkey party from 7 to 11. They're gonna have walk around for gun raffle, and they're going to have a live turkey running around this year.
All right.
Thanks, Todd.
I believe they were out also for most of the day today for a 4-alarm fire in Hamlin.
Oh,
Our tanker assisted at the scene. Rescue was on standby at the township building, and our fire police also assisted. So they had quite a busy day today assisting, and that's all.
thanks, Teresa. Solicitor's report?
I have a bill for $225 from PAB Reporting Services for the conditional use hearing. I'd like to submit that, Sean. Might have been paid, I don't know, this was on my desk.
That is on the bill list.
Thought I saw that
Didn't
one.
have that. Also, we're gonna recognize Attorney Waldron's November 5th correspondence on behalf of the Wayne County Housing Authority with attached proposed findings of fact and conclusions of law. And also, that'll be made part of the record in that, and also the proof of posting from Joe Eunice for the hearing on a tree outside the property for that same hearing held October 21st, 2025. That's all I have.
Okay, and on that note, we had the conditional use motion for the non-conforming use under new business. We're gonna move up to right now. Correspondence and review.
Does anybody object to that since it's different than the agenda?
No.
Okay.
Unless you guys wanna wait for the whole meeting. Okay.
Very nice of you.
Yeah, very
nice,
no objection
from.
Get it.
Ah, those photos don't come easy.
Yeah, it's low budget. So, I make a motion to approve the application for the Wayne County Housing Authority, subject to the following 35 conditions. And they gotta be read in.
I think we could just make it part of the record.
Oh,
Everybody was provided a copy that's actually voting on it. Remember, if you weren't here for the hearings, you can't vote on it. And I guess if the motion is to accept it as drafted, Shane,
yes.
and see if it passes.
I'm sorry, just from clarity, so does that include also the acceptance of the findings of fact and the conclusions that were submitted, or proposed? And
We have accepted that into the record. Okay, that's part of the record. And now they're gonna vote on whether or not it passes or not.
Would there be discussion if there's a second, or should I bring it up now?
There wasn't going to be discussion, but if you'd like to bring something up, Tony.
Well, yes, there are 35 conditions, and Chris was good enough to hand these to me when I came in. He did send out an email this afternoon, earlier this afternoon. I didn't see it until 3 o'clock because I was following a couple of real estate closings, but be that as it may. And there were some concerns about those. They certainly correctly state what we were trying to achieve here. There's a little bit of redundancy and some things that are normally required under your subdivision land development ordinance that are spelled out in detail. No real harm there. There were a couple things that we did ask to clarify, which I see just now. It looks like Attorney Farrell did clarify with respect to the involvement of the United Neighborhood entity and a couple of other things. But this long a list with only about 5 minutes to be able to look at it, I guess I'm hoping that if you could vote to approve this with probably all 35 conditions, but with us having the right to at least trying to make sure that the wording works right. There's one or two here that I could discuss in detail, but I'm not sure whether you want to do that as part of the meeting. We'd like an opportunity just to kind of submit a revised version. We did submit something this afternoon at about 4:30, I think it was, when Dave sent it to you. And I had reviewed that and commented on it and contributed towards it. Probably by Friday we could do that.
Would you like that as part of the record too, what Dave sent over?
It makes sense because it's proposed conditions, yes.
That's fine.
There were 4 basic conditions that were included in the conclusions of law, the thing that I submitted that you acknowledged that came in last week. There's several on here that make totally good sense to include, okay? but there's a little bit of confusion. For example, there's a restriction about, there's two properties owned by the housing authority. There's a restriction which was never discussed during the hearing, but that's okay, they don't have to be, but it says that neither of them can ever be sold separately. There's no intention whatsoever for the Wayne County Housing Authority to sell either of them anywhere in the foreseeable future. Dave had actually pointed out that there's a requirement under the arrangement we're gonna utilize in order to be able to construct these with these tax credits, that the Wayne County Housing Authority has to be the owner of the property for 45 years. 45 years is a long time, but it's not forever. And the buildings that exist on the adjacent parcel, parcel 25 that would be, that were built in the late 80s, they're going on 40 years of life. It's conceivable that in the next 30 or 40 years, there might be some reason why they just won't be viable to continue. I don't know that. Hopefully they're built sturdy, but to restrict that forever without, some more reasonable restriction, I think is really tying the hands of a public entity. I was surprised to see that in there. I get it if somehow, if somehow someone thought that we were doing a bait and switch, that we were gonna get this approval based on a non-conforming use and then go and sell a property. I get that, that's fine. We totally agree that parcel 24, which is the one that we're seeking approval for, would stay in the Wayne County Housing Authority for at least 45 years. But to restrict the one next door, I just don't see why that's necessary. So that was one of those ones that I wanted clarification.
So would you agree to just a caveat in that
Well,
paragraph?
it was switched,
Which
number
number?
15 states that it was switched to 45 years.
Well, that,
And if it's not gonna be sold, then it shouldn't have a problem with what it's stating.
Right.
Which
But
line are
it's
you
just
talking
the-
about?
but that's for both properties.
It's the one piece that you're talking about that's already there for 30 years,
38.
38. I believe that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, been there since 1981.
81, oh, okay, so actually it is 44 years of that.
44 years.
44 years, yeah. There is no intention to, sell either of these properties in the foreseeable future, but like I said, forever is a long time, and 45 is even a long time. That would make it 99-year period. It's conceivable that that building might not serve its purpose in 99 years. You know,
Well, could we just put subject to approval by, future approval by Waymart Borough Council?
Yeah,
Yeah, we had that.
realistically,
We had that, it was objected to, that's why it was changed.
Hmm.
on the restriction about the deed, that was in another one, I think, but I don't believe it was on the, at least not the one I saw this afternoon.
So can we agree on that?
Yes, I mean, I think it, typically it's like, which shall not be unreasonably refused. Unreasonably would be, I just don't wanna say yes.
Yeah.
As opposed
Makes
to,
sense.
even with the request, there's an indication about a period of time and possibly come out for extensions. Even that situation, if somehow we came back year after year after year, there might come a point in time where whoever's on the borough council might say enough is enough,
Mm-hmm.
But usually you would say, as long as it's a reasonable proposal, in other words, a good reason why it's being done,
Mm-hmm.
which with a government entity should be no problem. Sometimes in business, people just change their minds.
Mm-hmm.
Government entities don't normally operate that way, you know that.
Mhm.
So I think that would be a reasonable way to deal with that. I just think that there's 2 or 3 things that we'd like to just fine tune the wording on. And if there's any reason why the borough disagrees with that, we'd even come back next month to confirm that. I don't think there will be, because there's nothing we wanna remove from here.
Let's do them now, Tony, what are the 2 or 3 things? Or
Okay.
do you want time to review that?
Yeah, if you want time,
Just so
take time.
everybody knows,
That was a little bit of the problem.
I sent that out at 1:15 today.
Mhm.
And then I spoke with Attorney Gregory. He had 3 proposals, gave him those 3 proposals, then he came back later at around 4 o'clock or so with more, and I went back and we modified those to accommodate those.
And I got back to the office at 3 o'clock and I saw them,
Yep.
I talked to Dave. I did not receive any contact from you, Chris. There's some indication you have it,
Yeah.
that I got a text or a phone call, but I didn't receive any.
I sent it out on a group, everybody got the same thing
Yeah,
at the
I
same
got
time.
that at 1:15, but in one of the emails it said that you tried to reach both attorneys but weren't able to get them. And I never received any contact.
I called your office and there was no answer.
There's a voicemail on there.
I didn't leave a message.
You
but I
leave a
called.
message.
Was
There was
somebody
no
there all
indication
day?
of a number there. Hmm?
Okay.
No, actually Debbie is my paralegal and she was at the same closing I was at.
In your office or somewhere else?
No, we did it
Okay.
in town.
So I called to talk to, I think I might have called twice, I called to talk to Dave, he wasn't there at the time to answer, he didn't have to be, I mean,
Just a little short
my
notice.
paralegal was off today. Well,
If
it
we
was,
had these yesterday, I would have had more time to be able to,
Well,
to
that's
kind
fine.
of deal with it.
that's fine, but I didn't have to give anybody notice, as you know, and I put it out today as a courtesy, but I didn't have to show anybody anything, okay? So, I'm sorry I was courteous to you, and I'm sorry I was courteous to you, next time we won't do that, okay?
Yeah, that's not what I was,
Well, but that's what he was doing today, so,
So we can,
you heard me.
we can vote on this tonight
Yes.
and, according to the certified conditions with revisions agreeable, at a later date. And if we have to come back, if we think it's necessary, we have to come back and vote on it again, we'll do it at next month's meeting, but chances are that probably won't be the case.
I would hope not.
Okay, so I made a motion.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, Jane seconded the motion, all in favor? Oh wait, let's do
Roll
roll call.
We have to do
vote.
roll call,
Yeah.
roll call vote, yep.
So there's only,
So we're voting on them
Tell me who.
If you
as they're
agree-
written,
As
Chris?
conditional use with the conditions is listed. Jane, Don, Teresa, and who else?
Randy,
Randy?
yeah, just 5, 7.
Okay, who seconded, I'm sorry? I did.
Jane seconded
Thank
it.
you. All right, as stated, the motion, roll call vote, Shane,
Yes.
Jane? Yes. Don,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes.
Randy,
Yes.
motion passed.
Motion passes. Okay. Great. Okay, any revisions, send them over.
I will do so certainly by Monday.
Is that how it should be worded, the revisions?
Well, you don't have to accept
Well,
them.
we'll
but
still have to look at them.
Okay.
Hopefully
Whether or
you
not
can
they're
say,
accepted
yeah,
is another
those
thing.
still work and it's not a problem.
Okay.
If they're not, then we'll have to discuss it, at worst we could say, well, gee,
Potential revisions.
they were conditions
Yeah.
are similar, but they're not. I don't foresee that happening.
I'm glad that this happened on Veterans Day.
Yeah.
And we're thinking of our veterans and everything in our lives. And when Mr. McDade dedicated the property 44 years ago, he said, you know what, Waymart is a town with a heart, and I'd like to be remembered that way, because no one else in the county wanted low-income housing.
Dedicated the land.
And we
that's
were
on
the
the-
ones that accepted it.
Yeah.
There's a picture of the office.
Yes,
That's
so
neat.
Representative McDade, that's what he said, and it's always kept within my heart here.
So we're here.
Oh, I was president of the council at that time.
Well, thank you very much for, the vote.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks,
Have a great
guys.
evening, everyone.
Have a good evening.
So, make yourself probably.
Huh?
Show yourself on
Show my email.
Don't say it's on the video.
Okay.
Okay.
Correspondence.
Correspondence. So, let's see, sorry, I've got 2 good copies of it. All right, we have the ambulance report for October. We have 102 dispatches, 87 responses, and 15 unavailable, 39 calls were in the Waymart Borough, with 1 going to mutual aid. There will be, this sounds fun, a Wayne County Dairy Promotion Mac and Cheese Cook-Off on Saturday, November 22nd, from 2 to 4 at the Foundry in Hawley. And if you want to judge the competition, you pay a $5 judging fee. It is between 2 and 3:30. Enjoy all the delicious food and vote for your favorite. We have a letter here received to the Borough Council. Dear President Bailey, the Waymart Area Authority is requesting your consideration to reappoint Douglas Bailey to the Waymart Area Authority Board for a 5-year period. Beginning January 2026, yours truly, Kenneth Williams, and that can be active under in business. And,
I don't know about putting him on. I don't know.
and since we already did the Attorney Waldron letter,
Mhm.
I think that's it for now. Yes, that is it.
Thank you, Heather. Guests and citizens, anybody? No.
So none of you guys are guests or citizens?
Committee reports. Jane.
All right, the first report of the life packs, and you saw on your bill list that, the money has been received for them. So that's a closed project, and, either tonight or tomorrow, the check will be given to, Cottage Hose. The second thing is Wayside Park. If you've gone by Wayside Park, you have seen, some of the progress of it. Rhineford has done a tremendous job there, and I would like to pass around for you to see, what has been accomplished so far. And be sure to look at the sign on it to make sure that your name is spelled right, and also if your name is the name you want. You know, like, I called Randy up because I knew that Randy's real name is John. Did you know that? So, anyway, the pictures of, the park so far. And this week, hopefully, toward the end of the week or the worst scenario will be next week, the toys will be put in, and one toy that's really featured is, the toy fire truck.
Freddy fire
And
truck.
we'd like to dedicate it to their 100th anniversary this year. The Bob Wilson Field, if you've driven down there, you saw yesterday they put the roof on, what do they keep? Dugouts. Boy, I can't remember that. Thank you. And they put the roof on the dugout, and, we're finishing up there, and so far we've been totally within budget there, and totally within budget so far for the park too. So, other grants, I'm trying to get the reimbursement. It's very difficult and it's a lot of paperwork, but I'm still in there getting the reimbursement. Even though it's awarded to us, you have a lot of paperwork you have to fill out to get the reimbursement. That's it.
All right. Thank you, Jane. Oh, how about, the loom?
I applied for it, I haven't heard yet, but I applied to the Homestead National Bank, and I am applying to the Wayne County Community Foundation. We don't know if we're going to need that money, but it'd be nice to have it. And then when we apply for, as we've applied for, phase 2, we could use it for phase 2.
For the park,
For the park, definitely.
the shortfall in the park. So-
Has there been any discussion about the net that we said we were gonna put around the ball field?
The what?
The
The
next.
25-foot net
Net.
that was agreed upon is like.
No, but nobody's discussed that, I haven't heard that at all.
Ever, you've never heard that?
No.
Well, I mean, originally we did.
Yeah, it's been a discussion point, so the guys can still play there.
It's,
For.
it's a higher
Broke
fence.
ground, we were talking about this.
It's
But
the
not
net
really
we talked
fenced.
about the big, using the big poles
Yes,
Yeah.
to put.
that
Oh.
was discussed.
And
Yeah,
Joe,
yeah.
Joe is very, very aware of this.
Did the men's softball ever get a price on a net?
No, I'm not asking men's softball to buy that.
If you can remember a month, I actually think it was voted on. I can find it on video.
I guess I wasn't here, because I don't remember that at all.
And then when we talked to Joe multiple times, it was brought up.
He
And he
never,
just kind of,
he
oh, no,
never
no,
mentioned it
no,
to me.
no.
In fact, I tried twice yesterday and twice today to call him, but
What's the cost of the net?
Yeah, I wonder,
Yeah.
cause we have a little bit of money,
It's supposed to be the engineer's job, you know?
maybe we can get a price from
How
them.
big is it? Between the
25
poles?
foot up, yeah.
Oh, okay.
25 foot up, so they came up with the, what's the word? Compromise. Since the field got shortened so much,
Mhm.
we're gonna put this net up, that way it's harder for the men's league who started this whole thing. to hit it out, or else they're just, every ball's gonna go over the fence, and the men's league can't play. They fully intend on having another tournament and donating more money this summer.
Right.
How much of the field do they need to encompass?
The whole outfield,
Outfield? How many feet's that?
whatever that,
Just whatever the radius
so,
is?
yeah, that,
Yeah, well, we did get pressed, cause there was a little bit of money left over, I don't know.
That might have been discussed the night they were all here as well.
it was discussed a couple times, and I
Yeah,
said, hey,
and then
can
it
we
was
use the
discussed
poles
again
for
after that.
Yeah,
And nobody wanted to answer me about that, and then next time, the poles we're talking about was they're sold, so.
The poles haven't been sold, unfortunately, they've reneged on it, because they went to a workshop up in Maine and then one in Colorado, and they have to do something completely different.
So then the poles could be used and we can purchase the net.
Yes, and, this was Keene Lake I was
let's see
dealing with,
what the next.
it didn't work out.
If I can remember.
I
what
sat here and I
the-
heard that discussion, and I just didn't know any decision was made. I do correspond all the time with Joe, he's the engineer of the whole thing, he's the one that started this whole project, and, got the council, 6 years ago to pass this and apply for the monies. So,
Well, softball actually did 14 years ago, 15 years ago.
but they
Wasn't
didn't
it
apply
their
for the,
whole
they didn't
idea?
apply for the funding, and you have to have an engineer on all these projects now. It's a requirement, you either have to have an engineer or an architect on anything.
If you're using state funds, yeah.
They just won't do it.
Well, let's get a price on that, and see what it is. I can't imagine it's that much
We
money.
can't do it, and if there's funds left, fine.
Yeah.
I don't see why we can't use the poles that we already.
We always can,
And use-
Yeah.
you know, go for another grant, and if we need money, we'll find it.
Alright. Is that it for Jane?
Yes, sir.
Budget and finance.
Okay, well, I thought we were gonna make a motion to advertise, but
I
I
think our
believe Shelley
budget needs a little
said-
more work.
all of the real estate isn't in yet. Correct.
Usually end in November.
Okay. So, plan another meeting before our next,
But there was a couple of, this little bit of discussion, Jane, what did you bring up, Jane?
I brought it-
painting,
Oh, yeah,
but that can come out of the general fund, can it?
can that come out of liquid fuels, paint the shop? I know Jane's
No,
ready.
it's the garage.
Oh, okay,
And
What-
The Borough ground?
Yes,
yeah,
I'll paint it, just give me the paint, I'll paint it.
well, see, that's what I brought up last year, because it cost us about $1,500 to do the ambulance building, and they did a great job, and now, if you go down there, the side that faces west is almost completely worn off,
The ambulance building or
the
shop.
garage.
Yeah.
And-
So, and the garage is going to take, I tell you, Darren, the garage is twice as big.
Yeah, that's
The
fine, as
paint
long
is-
as we have the money to buy the paint, I'll tell you what paint we need and I'll do it.
Okay, well, that's
Can you
so.
get a price on the paint?
Yeah,
Cause it's not gonna be $1,500 for paint, is it?
no,
No.
It was $11.50 per gallon last time.
Did you buy it by the gallon?
Yes.
That's why. If you buy by 5 gallons, it should be cheaper.
well, no, that sounds great.
Yeah, $11
I
is
just
cheap
let
though.
somebody else
Oh, yeah, that's
take
pretty
this
good.
over.
Okay.
Oh, $11
For
is a pretty
exterior,
good
like
price.
DTF,
Okay.
that's,
I thought that was high.
Maybe that was.
Well,
It
that's a while
has to be
$30
from
a
metal.
gallon.
It has to be from metal.
yeah,
Okay.
DTM's direct to metal.
It just doesn't take any paint.
But one other thing too, Earl, I mean, I know it's hard to think about now, but the lawnmower, our main machine is held together by, hopes and dreams. So we really need to, look into a new mower.
Well, Power Hope is,
It's pretty bad, and then with the new ball field, we don't want a second-class machine out there.
Shelley, that
Brand
comes
new
out of
lawnmower,
liquid fuels,
or brand new
correct?
field.
What's that?
But-
That would come out of liquid fuels, the lawnmower?
I'm almost positive it can, but let me
Okay.
call just to be sure.
Okay.
I think you
we're
have another
setting up
check from
another-
me too,
I
right?
have to wait for the year to
Yeah,
be
it should be
over.
in there, it should be in that pot.
Who would
cottage,
finance
there's two
the
there.
lawnmower?
What's that?
We could finance the lawnmower.
Right, right.
This is the cottage hose
Are
one.
we setting up another meeting then?
Yeah,
Yeah, because, there was a bit of shortfall,
Yes.
the possible lawnmower, maybe some paint. We're gonna need to jumble some more numbers around and
Go with December 2nd,
What day is that?
it's on a Tuesday.
as long as we've gotten it back from the county.
If we
That's
say we're
after-
gonna do it now, can we just do it tonight? Think we just announce it? We're gonna have it following tonight's meeting?
As your advertisement?
Yeah. Is that possible?
No.
Oh, instead of advertising, you're
I
gonna
don't, I think that kinda gets rid of the whole idea of advertising, doesn't it?
yeah.
Well, there's people here, we got Facebook.
No, none of these people are guests of citizens, they already said that.
Very true.
And, you know, it
Save a
doesn't,
couple
that it
bucks.
doesn't meet the law, the
Oh,
code.
alright.
Shelley, you said usually the end of November you have everything, correct?
Yes.
So if we go with the 2nd,
Or we could just shut the government, why can't we just shut it down for 2026?
sounds
Federal
good.
government did it.
State's still down.
State's
State
still
is
down,
still down.
Oh, let's do that, yeah, see you guys at 27.
aside from the social media.
Let's take a break.
All right, so you want to have a meeting on December 2nd?
No, want to.
But only if we have received from the state. from the-
Yeah.
Or I'll call tomorrow, you know, to make sure that it's.
Don't we need to
Okay.
make a motion to advertise though?
For a budget meeting this equal? Part two.
Part three.
Yeah, cause then the next meeting is not
It's a
the ninth.
trilogy?
It's a trilogy.
Yeah, I guess we just.
Well, we could advertise to meet a half hour before the
Oh, we
regular.
can do that,
For the,
yeah, why don't
before
we
the
just do
regular
that?
meeting.
Yeah, let's do that, cause I really don't wanna see you guys
Okay.
again. I mean, it's,
So 6 o'clock, December 9th.
yeah,
We'll do a half
Okay.
hour earlier.
What was that, the ninth?
yeah,
Yes, our next
So
monthly
6
meeting will be
o'clock.
here a half hour before.
Shelley, for the cartridges.
Yeah, that's in there, it's in the check.
Take it up, Shane, get COVID.
Okay.
in December.
Okay.
Alright, these words.
Oh, yeah, yeah, we'll make a motion to do that, to do the public, cause it's a public meeting, right, public meeting to the,
I make a motion,
Yes.
we advertise a half,
okay.
for a half hour before our next meeting on the ninth.
Second.
Motion made by Jane, seconded by Randy, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Well,
Aye.
aye, nays, abstentions. Motion passes, we'll see you guys the ninth.
Streets and roads.
That's me.
Sorry, folks.
That's okay, Chris. We forgive you. Streets and roads. So we got the blocks installed. I think I sent everybody a picture.
Yep.
Yeah, that looks good. Cinders and salt should be here. I think cinders this week, salt maybe next week. And, I think that's it. Oh, we needed an auger. So the auger we have I think he told me it was a 4 or 6 inch auger.
First better.
Yeah, but it's currently maybe 2.5, 3 inches. So, that was about $550 for a new auger. But he got, I don't know, it's the original auger, so, yeah.
Got a good life out of it.
Mm-hmm.
The cinders or they
Yeah.
are liquid fuels approved?
Yeah, PennDOT approved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, and salt, I guess, is just automatic. because of that.
Well, that's what I wanna bring up about
Oh.
All-Stars.
Okay.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be me, I've gone to too many of these meetings, so somebody else might wanna do this. Good afternoon to CoStar members, CoStars is back with an online webinar series. Please join us for CoStar's webinar EP6, CoStars for members in sodium chloride contract review. This webinar will review the CoStar program for members and specifically highlight the sodium chloride road salt contract. The webinar will be held on the 18th at 10:30 a.m. Of course, on computer. Zoom.
What date is that?
Is that Zoom?
February?
Zoom, yes.
What date is it?
The 11th, the 18th of this month.
They don't require you to talk, I can listen to it.
No, you don't have to. In fact, they tell you, they make you keep it off until you're invited to turn it on. Because they don't want the background noise, kids crying and dogs running through the room. The
Darren
first
Beaton's
Zoom
dog.
meetings were unbelievable. So anyway,
Stop.
the thing is, I think we need to explore to see if through CoStarz, if, especially the road solved, if, we got a few tons from them, if we would save a lot of money or not. Because the reason CoStarz exists is to contract with all the different vendors in the state and select the lowest price, and that is the CoStar program. So is there anybody who would like to listen to it besides me?
You can send it to me, there's a link that would have to click on.
Yes,
You can send it to me, I'll listen. Just remind me.
can you do that when you're?
I can listen at work. I
Okay.
can't watch a video, but
Oh,
I
I
can
see.
listen to it.
Okay, well, don't want to get in trouble at work. Okay, I'll do that. Anybody else that decides wants to listen to it?
What day is it?
The 18th.
I think I'm busy.
Does somebody, what is the day of the week? I don't have mine.
It's behind you. I can't. The
It's a
18th,
Thursday.
It's next Tuesday.
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 Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. They seem to love Tuesdays.
And I don't know if anybody, did you see what Rosemary Brown is doing Thursday? There's a
Yeah.
grant seminar at the Hotel Anthracite on Thursday,
Yeah.
I know nothing.
starting
about-
at 10 o'clock.
I knew nothing about
I
it.
saw that,
Yeah, I did sign up,
Oh,
first.
yes.
Okay.
How's the concrete and everything, like the salt gonna be okay on
As far as, I don't know, I don't think
it?
we've ever
Or
put
even
it on it.
concrete away?
Yeah, I'm probably over time, I'd venture to guess.
Guess we're gonna find out, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, it probably was sealed.
there's a lot of cement now over at the field, at the park. For the walkway. The
Oh, yeah,
ADA
it looks nice.
The ADA walkway.
I saw that.
But other than that, I think that's it for streets and roads. Any questions? Park and rec, Shayna, absent. Utilities, Don.
I don't have any.
Just change that to street light, Don.
Just might as well.
Safety, Darren. Come on, we need a safety tip
The
of
bars
the day.
around the police station there for the
Oh.
windows.
Oh, yeah.
I'm working on the whole Cat 5 cable mover cameras thing. Talked to Aaron, got a game plan, just gotta execute.
How hard were the bars to put on the windows?
Not hard.
Well, thank you for donating your time
Off of the horse.
and your money.
It's pretty sturdy actually.
They look pretty impressive.
Yeah?
That's
Did you
nice.
try to break in?
Maybe, you know.
If they had to break out, could they do that?
What are you, cop?
I was for 20 years, yes.
I don't think you can get out, you can't get in.
No, but they have a safety thing on some of them, so
Oh.
that if they had to get out of the,
Oh no, they're stuck in there. There's no safety things
Okay.
there, it's just lagging.
and
shoot your
so
way out.
in other words, if the building caught fire
You're
or
gonna
something.
fry.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh yeah, no, they're dead, yeah.
Yeah, they're dead.
Any
Sturdy though,
safety?
sturdy. No safety.
No safety
No
involved
safety.
at all.
That's
Police
it.
report.
Nothing to report.
Alright, purchasing and building. Purchasing Randy. Why is it purchasing and building?
He's got nothing.
Alright. Data center ordinance, motion required.
Do we have to read that again?
I don't think so, we don't have to read that, Chris, right? Can we just,
It's already been read once.
It's been read before.
Yep. Okay.
I'm sure that one guy's getting emails back.
Yes, he's already emailed me
Yeah,
to remind me to send it out to him.
okay.
So,
So this is the data center ordinance, it limits it to industrial zoned. So it allows data centers within the borough, but in industrial zoned, zones only.
Okay.
So it does, we give it a space. So, just need a motion to enact, oh, well, we need an ordinance number though.
it would be
2026.
2025.
5.
No, that's resolution.
That's resolutions.
Whatever of this year, so
It's the
third
third,
or fourth.
it's the third or fourth, but I'd
Ordinance
have
number.
to look it up. I don't remember.
Okay.
I thought we always wrote it down over there.
That's
The resolutions we
Yeah,
have.
it's the third, because we did the solar for.
We did the solar, we did the two solars,
Mhm.
and we did, so it's the fourth,
Okay, so ordinance number 4.
that life of living, whatever.
Oh, that's right.
Quality of life.
Quality of life.
I think we should type it up and post it on the wall.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So,
Okay,
it's
so
number 4.
just need a motion to pass the data center conditional use industrial manufacturing zone district ordinance number 4.
No, ordinance.
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 Mm-hmm.
We certainly are having a lot of hearings down the valley about this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good thing. Joe
Okay.
Eunice, he keeps us ahead of, you know, the best that he can. I mean, he's in all these other municipalities, and I think this is great because these other municipalities are struggling. So, I mean, we are too, but at least we're ahead of the game on this one. And the solar farm, you know, he keeps us in the 20th century.
Have we heard anything on the solar
He's
farm?
over in the 21st.
21st century, whatever. Yeah.
I talked to somebody today about solar farms, and all the incentives in them are gone.
Right.
For 10 acres, I don't know if any of this is true, but it's a guy that owns a couple hundred acres and has dealt with it. For 10 acres, you get $2 million from the government to build the farm. So those are all gone. So I think it's highly unlikely that anything's getting built, at least during this administration.
These are highly subsidized.
$2 million for 10 acres.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
We should all go into the solar
Yeah,
farm.
right,
Did you
You
see
got
that?
18?
Did you
I'd
see
buy
the
10
ones
acres
out?
just to have it.
By Hamlin?
Yeah, the new
What's
one
that?
in Hamlin.
Did you
the
see
new
the
one
ones
in
out by
Hamlin.
Hamlin?
No, I didn't see that.
At the 190,
The
196
196 split there?
If your project wasn't started already,
Right, had to be
they,
started.
you know, stuff from the ground, the subsidies are gone.
Oh, so we're probably not getting one out here?
That's what I'm saying, I don't think I'm gonna get one, it's not financially worth it. I actually talked to the guy that was here, and that's what he said, if these subsidies are gone, it's not
Yeah.
financially viable.
Right. Yeah,
And
okay.
those subsidies were our tax money.
Yeah, I know. No, I didn't make the motion, but I can make the motion. So a motion to approve the data center use in industrial manufacturing zoning districts.
Ordinance.
Ordinance number 4.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstention.
Kind of weird.
We already did the conditional use housing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right to know. Right to know request for the parking on Warninger property, Route 6.
She inquired yesterday if there's been any action.
I actually spoke with Joe. I had an idea and I ran it by Joe. And after speaking with him, I spoke with Mark King, who is the plant manager at P2's, to see if the trucks, the refrigerated units, would be able to park in their lot. He said, unfortunately, the day that I called him, they were just working on I can't remember the word he used, but it deals with security, homeland security. They have a lot of copper pipe. So basically, if you don't work for P-Tubes or have an affiliation with them, he can't allow it now. If I had gotten to him like a month ago, he probably could have allowed it. So,
Wasn't there a concern with that, about parking in the
Moving it
front?
from one problem to another.
well, no, it wouldn't have been at the Hayes building. It would have been at their warehouse parking lot, the original parking lot,
Okay.
not at Hayes. Because I specified that. It says, I don't mean the grocery store. I mean your main building with the parking lot be able to be used.
The printery.
Yes.
The printery.
But it's a no.
Yeah, it's a no. So he told me that if he thinks of or sees any place, he will let me know. And he actually did come up with something, where, what is it, Commonwealth has that medical office? That big parking lot. So I'm working on trying to figure out who Synergy Real Estate Holdings LTD is.
But you're still
As long as it is only the refrigerated units, they're okay. You can't allow the trucks to sit there and run, because then it becomes
Trucks
a
can't.
truck stop. But if it's just the refrigerated units, Joe did say that was okay, but I don't know who to get in touch with for the Synergy Real Estate Holdings to see if they would allow the trailers to sit there with their refrigerated units.
Why are we doing them all these favors? Why don't we just enforce our
Mhm.
ordinances and say they can't park there, and then it's on them?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes,
It's not up to us to
Yeah,
find
and
a
you said it
place.
was in the, quality of life that you can't operate without.
Right.
Right.
You said that.
Do we know who owns these trucks that are parked there? Are they even Waymart people, or are they people from other areas?
I don't know. The one,
I mean, if we're gonna do favor for somebody, at least let it be a
Well, here-
Waymart person.
PennDOT says they're always trying to raise money, maybe they let them park down there.
Well, Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, I mean, this is an official right to know request.
You gotta give them everything they ask for.
And it's been requested, we need to have it documented that somebody has reached out to her, that this stuff has been presented for her. I mean, there are 7 requests here, and they're quite detailed, so,
one of them is called Economy Produce. I do have a phone number on the side of the trailer.
These guys run on the truck stop.
right, but that's not part of what we need to worry about, I don't think.
Right.
I think
So-
we need to
Yeah.
answer this
So
right to
You
know
you could,
request.
you could find a place to park it, that's not asking, that's not
Chris.
giving the
So-
answers that.
Right, so we're gonna write Warniger, what was the letter, Chris, that you had suggested that you might?
We're gonna sue them, right?
Right,
Get an
Civil-
injunction against them
civil
for having
suit.
people parking there.
right, so we're
So
we're
that's
gonna
what
do
I'm
that,
But in the meantime, this lady's entitled to this stuff, okay? The good news is we get to charge her 25 cents a page, okay? If you have all this on the computer and you could email it all, then email it to her with a cover letter that says, you know.
well, I
here's
guess
what you have.
there's some stuff on there for the chief.
Yeah, we don't have a schedule.
And we answer it that way. We'll answer it 1 through 7.
And even if we did, it's exempt because of safety for officers if people know where we are on duty, so we do not have a schedule.
Well, she wants to
Because
know
we're
about,
part-time.
she wants to know about the on-duty schedule for the above noted dates. She
Right.
doesn't wanna know your schedule, she wants to know,
Now, schedule,
Yes, she wants to know the
Well,
schedule.
no, the schedule between.
No, was anybody, I think what she
January
wants to know
one.
is,
She
was
wants to know
anybody on
who
duty
was
on
on
the
duty,
specified dates?
or was their scheduled duty for those dates?
I think it falls under the chief's exemption.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if you could you just write an email, chief, to us, or to the borough, just shoot an email to Heather, Borough, just,
If you
Say
can,
that
just
way.
reply to this email,
yeah,
and we keep it all together.
okay, yeah, that's what
just
we'll do.
whatever, exactly what you just said.
Yep.
And then we're just gonna go down this list, and then in the meantime, Chris is gonna file a suit against this guy. And then also Joe Eunice is, he has a court date, I don't know what it is, I don't know if you know.
I think it's in November.
Okay.
I don't
So-
know the exact date, but I believe he said sometime in November.
According to Joe, it's really, that isn't gonna do much, but what Chris has suggested, you know, stands much better ground to get something done. But, okay, so.
So are we specifically Warringer, or do the trucks need to know as well that they're not supposed to be there?
No, it's just
Just-
Warren.
It's just him, okay.
It's Warren's problem, we should notify them.
Okay.
Warren
Never
would do.
said it, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't, we'll have to discuss that with Chris,
Okay.
understanding. Okay,
And then did anybody else hear the video? Did anybody else get a video from Carly?
no.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I have a video from October 27th. I don't know if anybody can hear it, but you can pass it around. This is what she listens to all night.
I believe it.
It's the refrigerator.
I think there were 8 trucks there Monday this week.
Mm,
The reefer.
okay.
I don't understand why they wouldn't be cited for disturbing the peace.
Cause it's a reefer.
Last but not least, new business, reappoint Douglas Bailey to the sewer authority.
Anybody know this guy?
We should check his background.
Yeah.
I make a motion to reappoint Doug Bailey to the sewer authority.
Second.
Motion made by Teresa, seconded by Connie. All in favor?
Aye.
Nays, abstentions, aye. Motion passes. Okay, that's it, motion to adjourn.
Nope, hold on, one more thing. To revisit an issue. I called Attorney Anthony Waldron at 10:54 today at 570-226-6288. I just sent him a picture, a screenshot on my phone evidencing that. And I contacted Attorney David Gregory at 10:55, because I would have rather talked to Waldron. And then I spoke with Gregory again at 12:10. And after speaking with Gregory the second time, he left his phone on, well, mine was on speakerphone, and I got to listen to him for 5 minutes talking about it.
Is that when I disturbed-
man.
Is that when I disturbed you and
You should always make sure your phone is hung up.
That's right. You gotta do the old double take. Motion to adjourn. Make a motion to adjourn. Seconded by Darren, all in favor? Aye. Good night, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Wait, one
Yeah.
more thing. Shane,
Are we-
you and Heather can please sign